Lovely to see you. How are you? What's the time over where you are then? We've got a very blustery day here, blustery, windy, and rainy. So, not my favourite day. Hi, Kristin. Nice to see you. 1 a.m. Blimey. I don't think I've ever been awake at 1 a.m. Hello, Donna. Lovely to see you too. I hope you're all having a nice weekend. I went and got my hair done today. So, because I'm going grey, I thought, well, I might as well embrace it. And so I've had it, well, I've had it dyed. It's sort of like a silvery blonde. And I walked out the hairdressers, and the wind was so bad that it just, by the time I got to my car, I looked like I hadn't been to the hairdressers, put it that way. Thank you, Kristen. Oh, thank you, Mel. You had your first sunny day in a while. Oh. So what have you all been up to today? What have you all been up to? Hi, Kay Weezy. Your birthday is tomorrow, is it? Well, we'll see how we get along. I'll just wait for a couple more people to join. And then we will see where we go from here. Whether I go to Spirit World first or whether I do a card first. Just see if we get a couple more people on. Is it cooking, cleaning, looking after kids? Well, that's sounds quite fun, Mel. Hi, Joe Megan, lovely to see you. Angel Sparks, good morning. Good morning to you, wherever you are in the world. Lovely to see you on this October evening. It's still quite light though here, so that's good. Anyway, so coffee and playing with the kitty. Oh, you've got a kitty, have you, Kristen? I've got an old boy. I've got an exotic Persian, although he doesn't look like an exotic Persian. He was the exotic Persian was the mum, and she was mated with she got out, so it's some old tabby cat. Mish. Hello, Mish from Australia. Good day. Lovely to see you. So anyway, he's 19 now. So he's an old boy from Tennessee in the USA. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do today. So I'm here for an hour. So I'm going to do readings, but there'll be mini readings. Otherwise, I won't get many done. So I'll give three pieces of information. Hopefully that will spark with someone. And if I'm drawn to somebody, I've got my cards with me, so I may do a card. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Evelyn. Lovely to see you as well. Right. Okay. So I'm going to go to the spirit world first. Okay. So I've got a lady with me in the spirit world, and I feel as though this lady is mother. Okay. I feel it is a mother connection. This lady, I would say she wasn't enormously tall. I would say she was about 5'4", 5'5", something like that. Not much taller than that. She was medium to big build, I want to say. I feel with this lady, she would have been, how can I put this? Hello, Charlene, again. Lovely to see you. How can I say? She would have been a little bit on the plump side, if that's what I want to say about this lady. And I want to say that this lady would have had a few conditions that would have that she would have suffered over the years, but I feel that she was taken to the spirit world with it was to do with her heart. That's what I want to say. It was to do with her heart. So there would have been other problems along the way. I do feel as well that she may have suffered with either thyroid problems or even diabetes along the way. So yeah, she liked to look nice. This lady, she always had her makeup on, beautiful it was. She always looked beautiful. She always had her hair done just so. Sorry, I'm sorry, I just caught a comment there. um yeah, and didn't matter what she was doing, you know. She'd always look nice, whether or not she was at home or not. So, Kristen, you say, Charlene, you say it was your, who do you say it was? Charlene, sorry, I've missed your comment there. Sounds like your gran. Okay, so I need to know whether or not you were very close to her, because I feel like this lady, it was very close. My grandmother always dressed up. Sounds like her. Only wore makeup in special occasions, not to work. Always dressed nicely when going out. She had diabetes, but didn't cause her passing. Right, okay. Evelyn, did your grandmother wear makeup? I just feel that she would have had. She liked. She liked. She liked a nice lipstick, is what I want to say. Um, and you know, she always just, she looked nice. That's what I want to say. Evelyn, always. Mel, we were very close. Your mother-in-law. Right, okay. Let me see. Who am I drawn to? Mel, I feel like I'm drawn to you. You say you had a really close relationship with your mother-in-law. Would you say that relationship, that you were like the daughter that she never had? Would you understand that? Would you understand that, Mel, with her? That's what I want to say with her. That you know, you were welcomed into her home. Yeah. No, she had a daughter. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. You can take it all, can you, Charlene? And Samantha, you say it could be my mum who's and had numerous. But Samantha, did your mum wear makeup? I'm sorry, I just have to say that because um, Charlene can take it all. But Mel, you were welcomed as a daughter as well, weren't you? Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. I'm going back to Mel because that's who I'm drawn to. So I'm going to work with you, Mel. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm going to work with you. So you would understand this lady. Um, yeah. Okay, Mel, I'm working with you. So you understand everything I told you about this lady. As I said, and she had a kind soul about her as well. She was a very kind lady. That's what I want to say. Nothing was too much. You know, she would do absolutely anything for you. You know, if she could, she welcomed you into her home. You know, her home was your home. And I want to say as well that as soon as you met her, you felt like that connection. I'm really sorry, everybody. I'm going to have to take my jumper off because I'm starting to sweat. So yeah. So it was a real close connection with her, and I want to say that family to her were really important. Mel, that's what I want to say. Family were important. Um, and she just, oh yeah, she just couldn't do enough. She just couldn't do enough. She was real. Yeah, right, okay. There was a real empathy with her as well. There was a real empathy with her. You know, she just made everybody feel as though they were the most important person in the world. She would always put others before herself. That's what I want to say. And sometimes I want to say with her, Mel, that, she would, even if she wasn't feeling on top of the world, um, she would still put everybody first. That's just what I want to say about her. I feel with her as well that she did like to. Would you ever have heard music in the house, Mel? Um, I just feel that she would have liked music. I don't know if she would have liked dancing or not. But I do feel that there would have been music on, because I feel with her, Mel, that she was someone who was quite a positive person. Nothing would get her down. She always looked on the brighter side. She was always half a glass full rather than half a glass empty. That's what I want to say. And I want to say as well with her that I do feel that she would have liked to dance. Whether or not she did dance when she was younger, or whether or not she just liked to dance around the house, I just feel, and I can hear her singing. I can hear her singing as well. So I'm not saying she had a great voice, but I'm saying that she loved to sing. And that's what the house brought. The house where she lived was really uplifting. It was like going home. That's just what I want to say, Mel. It was like going home. Um, and I want to say she loved having a jig, right? Okay. She sounded a bit like me then, Mel. A bit like me. Yeah. Okay. Would you understand going out with your mother-in-law? Because I feel that you would have gone out, and if you didn't go out together, you would have gone out as a four. Because I feel with her that she wanted to be involved in the family. It wasn't just about having the children and letting them go. I feel she was someone who really nurtured as well. And she wanted to yeah, you went out at times, not often, right? Okay. Would you also understand when I say, Mel, she was the hostess with the mostess? So I feel she loved to have people round. That's what I feel with her. She would love to have had the family round, and also the extended family as well. Now, I am getting the name Mary. I'm getting the name Elizabeth, and I'm also getting the name Susan. So I don't know if you can understand those, Elizabeth, Mary, or Susan. I also want to give you the month of June. I want to give you the second week in June for an anniversary or a passing. So around the second week in June. So yeah, around that 13th, 14th time. That's what I want to say with her. I want to also say, as I alluded to all of them, lovely Mel, thank you. Also, I want to say, I alluded to it earlier, but I feel that she did have a few problems. And I want to say she would have had problems with her thyroid, and maybe even diabetes as well. 12th is your husband's birthday. Sorry, the 11th, right? Okay, lovely. Thanks, Mel. But I feel that even if she wasn't feeling on top of the world, she would always still be upbeat and positive. That's what I get from her. Okay. And I feel that over time you and her became really close. I feel that you could she had diabetes, yeah. She suffered with that as well. And I do feel with her that she liked her food as well. So that didn't really help. But yeah, she soldiered through. She soldiered through no matter what. Okay. So I'm going to go to the reason why she's come through to see you this afternoon, Mel. Okay. I don't know if she's come through before, but she's certainly excited to come through and see you. So if you just bear with me, And I will just see what she has to say. Okay. Right, she has come through today with some strength for you. Okay, some strength, Mel. I feel with you at the moment that you could do with a bit of that. I feel with you that things might have been a little bit. What was she trying to say? It can be a little bit of a struggle at times for you. Okay, I feel that it's been that way. That's what she's saying to me. And she's saying that you're very much like your mother-in-law in the way that you are, in your mannerisms, in your empathy, and in your outlook on life. Okay, and I feel also, Mel, that you are quite a strong person as well. So I feel with you that she's saying you know what you want out of life, and you've got a pretty good eye on things. And I feel also with you as well that you're pretty attuned at being able to, you're pretty astute at what's going on around you. Okay. So I feel at the moment that I feel like you've had a lot going on. That's what the way she's making me feel. There's been a lot going on, and I feel that it has been very it's been quite draining for you. I feel that you feel a bit drained at the moment. And you don't normally feel like that, but I feel that that's how you've been feeling. So she has come through with this strength for you. She also wants to say to you, Mel, that she was very grateful to have you in her life. All right. She couldn't have asked for a better daughter-in-law, but she says daughter for her son. Okay. She knew that you would look after him and you would prioritize your family. That's just the way that she's making me feel. She also wants you to know that you are, never forget, Mel, okay, this is what she's saying, never forget that you are a beautiful person, you are a strong person, okay, and she's saying never let anybody try and tell you different. Okay, that's what. Oh, I'm sorry you're in tears, Mel. I don't want to make you cry. I want to make you happy. But she's saying, take that strength, use that strength, and always believe in you, because you are right. Doesn't matter what anybody else says. If you think it's right, you do it, Mel. Okay. So I'm going to leave her love with you and say thank you very much for working with me, Mel. She was a lovely lady. Lovely. Right. Okay. I am going to pull a card. Who am I going to pull a card for? Kate, is it Caitlin? Caitlin Thomas. I'm going to pull a card for you. You're welcome, Mel. You really are. She was a lovely lady. Right, let's pull a card for you, Caitlin. Yeah, that's what I said, Caitlin. Right. Okay, Caitlin. So the card that I've got for you, okay, is a card, and the card is actually called relationship. Okay. So I'm going to show you the card. These are angel cards that I work with. They're not tarot cards. So I'm going to show you the picture that way, Claire. And I don't know if you can. Oh, that's a bit better. There's an angel on the back of a unicorn, okay, and they're walking past what I can only dream as a river or a stream, And there's also a big oak tree there with beautiful pink and yellow flowers. So I'm going to read what the card says, and then we'll take it from there, Caitlin. So your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance the relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So, what this card is saying to me, Caitlin, would you understand that I want to say that you are an overthinker sometimes. And I want to say, Caitlin, as well, that you can give yourself quite a hard time. I want to say I feel that you're quite a perfectionist. Okay. And I want to say also that I don't feel that you give yourself enough credit, if you can understand that. I feel that you're very critical of yourself at times when you shouldn't be. That's what I want to say, because what this card is saying is that I really do feel that you need to work on your relationship with you. Okay, because I feel, because of the relationship that you have with yourself at times, I feel that sort of stunts you in a little way as well, because I feel with you that you don't feel sometimes, you don't feel that you're good enough, and you don't feel that you've done a good job, and so therefore you're quite, you really are quite self-critical of yourself when you shouldn't be. You really shouldn't, because I feel with you that you're really you're being hard on yourself, Caitlin. You're really being hard on yourself at the moment. So you need to work on you, okay? And you need to start believing that you are good enough, okay? And you are good at what you do. I don't know what you do. They're not telling me, so don't tell me what it is that you do. But I feel that you always feel that you could do better. But we all have to start somewhere, okay, Caitlin? And you are doing good. You are doing better. But I feel that once you start to realize that within yourself, okay, Caitlin, I feel that it will help you to be more open as well. Because I feel with you that you keep things close to your chest. Self-blaming, yes, that's what I feel. And there's no need for you to do that. There really isn't. There really isn't. And by opening up yourself and actually saying, do you know what? I am good enough. This is me. I do a good job. I am good at what I do. And by being more confident with yourself, then your other relationships will become better, because that side of you will come out. And I have to say, Caitlin, I also want to say with this card that I do feel that there are people around you at the moment that are saying this to you. You know, they are saying to you, why do you beat yourself up? Why are you so self-critical? But you're like, you don't, you're like, no. But you need to start listening to them, Caitlin. Okay? Listening to them and listening to yourself and giving yourself the praise that you deserve. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you with that card. Just be kinder to yourself, Caitlin. Okay? Right, okay, let me see. Right, I've got a gentleman with me, okay, and I feel as though, yeah, I feel as though this gentleman is father. Okay, this man, he's a tall man. He's probably about 6 foot tall, I would say, if not a little bit taller than that. I want to say that he is well built. I want to say also that he would hold weight on his stomach. That's what I want to say about him. I want to say that I feel that he would have passed to the spirit world. Okay. I want to feel that he would have passed the spirit world with a cancer condition. Okay. And I want to say that that cancer, I just had the word stomach cancer. Okay. So whether that started out as stomach cancer or whether I just got that. So I feel that that's what would have taken him to the spirit world. But I do feel it was down around that way. Because I'm feeling that because he was such a big man, um, he lost a lot of weight towards the end of his life, and he would have looked a lot different. Okay. Um, Sarah, you say your dad had cancer. Andrea, you say it sounds like your dad. Did he have cancer? And Barbara, you said it's your partner. Um, Sarah, he had throat cancer. No, it's definitely not. Um, it's not throat cancer, so I don't feel that I'm with you, Sarah. Um, right, okay. Charlene, you say it's cancer of the stomach, and somebody else said it as well. Barbara, your partner, you say he had cancer. Can you tell me, was it stomach cancer that he had? And Cornelia, you say it could be your husband. Did you, I'm just I need to your lung cancer. No, it wasn't lung cancer. It definitely wasn't. Um like no. Okay, right. Okay, I feel like I'm with you, Charlene. I do feel like I'm with you because it's definitely stomach cancer. It's not anything else. It's stomach cancer. So you can understand this, Charlene, as father, can you? Yeah. Okay. So it was your dad, and he was a big bloke, is what I want to say. And I feel he was a gentleman that would have, he would have liked his food. He would have really liked his food, and lots of it is what I want to say. um, and all the wrong things as well. That's what I want to say. He liked his pies, his puddings. And I want to say also, um, Charlene, as well, that he would have liked, I liked a beer. Would he have liked a beer? I feel that he would have liked beer as well. He, I want to say that, he certainly enjoyed his life. That's what I want to say about him. He enjoyed his life. Okay. I want to say with this gentleman that he was quite a cheeky chap. That's what I want to say. He's got a big grin on his face. So I feel that he was quite a cheeky chap. And I feel with him that he was someone that could hold a room. Okay. Um, he liked beer. Yeah. He was someone that could hold a room. But I also want to say about him, and I don't know if you can understand this, Charlene, as well, but I want to say about him that he was very good at reading people. That's what I want to say. He was very good at reading people. He knew if he was going to like someone straight away. I don't know why. He just knew, and he could work somebody out, in an instant. So and it was quite amazing because whatever he said about whoever he met, if you didn't know, good or bad, it was always true. It was always true. Oh, he was a medium, was he? Right. Okay. Um, I want to say about him as well that would he, I feel that he would have always, looked smart. That's what I want to say about him. He would always like to look smart. If he went out, he would always have a nice shirt on. He keeps taking me to his head. So I don't know if he had a full head of hair or not, but he always made sure that his hair was nice. That's what I want to say about him. Okay, what else? He liked his shoes. I feel he liked nice shoes. He's shown me shiny shoes. So I feel that he would always look quite dapper. And I feel also as well, Charlene, that he liked a bit of colour as well. He was very he's making me laugh. He's making me laugh because I feel that he felt he was quite a catch. I feel that he was quite a good looking man, although he was a bit on the heavier side, but it was the gift of the gab with him. He could talk the hind leg off a donkey. That's what I want to say about him. He could talk the hind leg off a donkey. And did he like darts, Charlene? Did he like playing darts? Because I don't know, I've just been given a dart. So I don't know if he liked to play darts or not, but I can see that, or whether you like playing darts. I'm not quite sure. Let me see, what else can I say about this gentleman? He would always have you in fits of laughter. I can see as a child, he would have you in fits of laughter. And I also want to say he was very good at tickling. He liked to tickle. That's what I want to say about him. He loved to tickle. And I can see you all sort of like, you know, screaming with laughter. That's what I want to say. And I want to say also, Charlene, that you and him would have had a really, I feel you had a really good daughter-father relationship. You were very close to your dad, and you loved your dad immensely. That's what I want to say about him. Now, I've been given the name David, Albert, and Brian. David, Albert, and Brian are the names that I've been given. And I also want to give you the month of August, and I want to say the middle 2 months of August as well, for an anniversary or a passing. So not the first week, not the last week, the 2 weeks in between, whatever dates they are, 7 to about, I don't know. I'm no good with maths. So if you can take any of that. Yes, David, Albert, and Brian. Yeah, right. Okay, lovely. Okay. Now I'm going to go. I am actually going to go to the reason why your father has come through, Charlene. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick drink. Okay. What do you want to say? First of all, he wants to say what a little ray of sunshine you were and you still are. Okay. He wants to say that you're like a little moonbeam to him. You're like a little moonbeam. He said you light up and you light up a place. So I feel with you that you are an empath yourself. I want to say also that your dad's around you, and I do feel that you're quite spiritual as well. So I feel that I want to say that you do this work as well. Okay, that's the way he's making me feel. Okay. He also wants to say to you as well that all right, he said he also wants to say to you that you need to start listening. All right. So what he's actually saying is, I feel with you that your mediumship is changing. Okay. Your mediumship is starting to change. Okay. And you are being nudged, and he's saying that you're not really listening. Okay. So the spirit world are trying to get you to listen, and I feel as though you're not. And he's saying that you need to do that. Okay, listen to what they're saying. All right. He also wants to say how immensely proud of you, Charlene, he is, because what you give, what are you trying to say? He's saying you give your all. Okay, you literally give yourself to helping others. That's what he's saying, and he just wants you to know. He just wants you to know how proud he is of you. Okay, but he also wants to say he's coming around with some protection as well, Charlene. Okay, some protection for you. He's saying that you need to, on this journey that you're now taking, because you're going in a different direction, he said, remember to always protect yourself. He said, and keep your eyes, I don't know if he ever said this to you, but he's saying keep your eyes peeled. All right. So what he wants you to do is he wants to be aware, you to be aware of those around you. But he also wants to say to you, follow your path, not somebody else's path, not somebody else's suggestion. Follow your path. Okay. Now, right. Okay. He wants me to give you a literal moonbeam. Okay. So, and he said he's holding that underneath your chin to to brighten up your face, because he's saying that your face should be seen. All right. So I'm going to leave his love with you and say thank you very much for working with me. Thank you, Charlene. He was lovely. Hello, Crystal. Nice to see you. You say you've just joined. Right. Okay. I am going to pull another card. Let's see what card I get and who I'm going to pick it for. Avril, I'm going to pull a card for you, Avril, because I feel drawn to you. Just saw your name come up and I thought, right, I'm going to pull you a card. So I'm going to pull you a card. If you could just acknowledge that you've heard me, that would be great. And we'll see where we go. Right. Okay. So the card that I've got for you is a card called Trustworthy Guidance. Okay. So this card is of, excuse me. You're welcome, Avril. You hear me, right? I'm going to show you this card, and then we'll read what it says and take it from there. So this card is of a gentleman. He looks like I don't know, really, like a scholar or someone like that, and he has his hand to paper, and he has an angel behind him who I feel is guiding him in some way. Okay, sorry, I just need to take a drink. Yeah, he is guiding him in some way. So let's read this card and see where we go. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayer. The idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and to be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. Okay, Avril, would you understand with you that you've been in a bit of a rut, is what I want to say. I feel with you, Avril, that life has become a bit samey, is what I want to say, because I feel that you're quite a vibrant, intelligent woman, you know, who likes to be on the go. And I feel that you like to learn. You know, you like to learn and you like to learn new things as well. But I just feel with you that you sort of come to a bit of um, like, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing now. That's the way I feel with you at the moment. It's like, you know, what do I do? Where do I go? What's my next step? So that's the way that I feel you've been feeling and you've been thinking about. But I also feel with you as well that you're always someone who will always think ahead. Okay, that's what I want to say about you. So I feel with you, you're always thinking about the next steps. Okay, and what you should be doing and whether or not you should be doing it. So yeah, you like to be on the go. I feel with you that at the moment you're in a bit of a stalemate, but you're thinking, I want to say, about doing something different. That's what I want to say about you. I feel like you're on the cusp of starting something new. That's what I want to say with you, because to you, I feel life is like an adventure. Okay. Yeah, you're always thinking ahead. And what I want to say to you as well, because I do feel that you're someone who is quite decisive, but I feel at the moment I feel something is stopping you, and whether that's you or something else, sort of going for it. Because I feel I feel you're quite excited, because you're excited for what comes next. That's what I want to say to you. But what they're saying is that they are there with you to help you, to guide you, and to give you that push that you need. Because I just feel that you need someone to say to you, do it, Avril. Get on with it. Go for it. That's just the way I feel. Does that make any sense to you at all? Because that's what I feel with you. I feel like you're on the cusp of something, and you really need to go for it. And they're saying that you need to go for it also. All right. So yeah. So what I want to say to you is, put those plans into action. Okay, no matter how early they are, or you know, whether or not you've not quite come to fruition with it yet of what you want to do, what I'm saying to you is push forward with it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you, Avril. Okay, and say thank you for working with me. You have been feeling stuck in a rut. Well, this is telling you, whatever you're thinking about, you do it. Okay, that's what I want to say to you. Right, okay, I'm going to go back to the spirit world again. Let me see, just bear with me. Okay. Okay, so I've got a young lady with me. Okay. Um, young lady, is she young? Yes, I do feel that this lady is young. This lady, yeah, I want to say this lady is daughter, or she's someone like a daughter. That's what I want to say about her. And I believe that this lady, she would have passed the spirit world with cancer. And I want to say it wasn't like your breast cancer or anything. I feel that it was like something like leukemia, something like that. That's what I want to say about this lady. Okay, and I don't feel that she made old bones at all. I don't feel that. I feel that like she was taken in sort of the prime of her life, really. That's what I want to say about her. But I do feel it was something along the lines of leukemia or blood cancer, something along those lines. Um, Barbara, you say your sister. Um, did she die of leukemia, your sister Barbara, or something like that? She was 60. I don't feel that she was 60, I'm afraid. I feel she was younger than that. Yeah, she was definitely younger than that. Evelyn, you say your friend. Um, did she die of leukemia or something along those lines? No, Barbara. Right, okay. What about you, Evelyn? Joe Megan, you say your sister, epithelial ovarian cancer, 45. Right, okay. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know what ovarian cancer is. Um, no, Avril, it's not colon cancer. It's definitely not. Um, I don't know. I feel like right, okay. Yeah, yeah. Do you know, I'm going to go with you, Joe Megan. Is your name Joe Megan, or is it just Joe? Because I don't want to call you half a name, or you know, just let me know what to call you. But I'm gonna go with you. Okay. Um, this lady, she was a beautiful soul. That's what I want to say about her. Um, I didn't really describe her, did I? She was, I want to say she was between 5'4" um to 5'7", somewhere around that. So I want to say average height. And I want to say also with her build, she wasn't too thin, she wasn't too big. She was, I want to say, sort of like, normal build is what I want to say about her. Joe is fine. Thank you, Joe. That's lovely. But she had yeah, there was just something about her. Um and she had this sort of like she liked her hair. I feel her hair was um it was longer than my hair, put it that way. Mine's really short. And I feel like she liked her hair. And I feel like she would wear it, she could do lots with her hair, Joe. That's just what I want to say with her. I feel that she could do quite a lot with her hair. That's the way she's making me feel. And she always had a smile on her face. She always had a smile on her face, and she was always positive as well. And I also want to say with her, she thought that she was quite hip. She felt she was quite with it. And I feel that she was her own person as well. She was her own person. She didn't conform to the norm. She did what she wanted to do. And I feel she dressed the way she wanted to dress. And if other people didn't like it, then it was like, I don't care. This is me, and this is what you get. I just feel like that with her. I want to say with her as well that she was really popular. A lot of people loved her, I have to say. She was so easy to be around. That's what I want to say, Joe. She was really easy to be around. And there wasn't a mean bone in her body, not one single mean bone. She would do anything for anybody. And I want to say that she loved fiercely, you know, and she would do anything for those that she loved. And I want to say that you two were close, okay? And I want to say, and I also want to say, you know, that she was always would make sure that you were okay. Would you understand that you weren't that far away in age? I don't feel that you were that far away in age, not like years away in age at all, because I feel that you would have you would have done stuff together. I mean, you would have done stuff together anyway, because I feel that you were really close. And I feel like you would tell each other things that you wouldn't tell anybody else. That's what I want to say about her, Joe. And she was someone who could keep a secret, you know, and she would keep a secret. She really would. I want to say that 9 years, but very close. Yeah, I do feel that you were quite close. Now, I don't know, and I don't want to know which one of you was the eldest. I don't want to know that. But what I want to say to you about her is that she was quite motherly, even, you know, and she was like that with everybody. That's what I want to say. She wanted to make sure that everybody was okay. Everybody around her was okay. I also want to say, Joe, that I do feel that she was quite a hit with the young men, because I feel she was beautiful. And I want to say with her, she was naturally beautiful. She may have worn a little bit of makeup, but she didn't need to, because she just oozed it. You know, her personality was beautiful, and she was naturally beautiful. And yeah, she was just so kind. Would you understand, Joe? Did she like animals? I feel that she would have liked animals. I feel she was very empathetic to animals. And did she like cats? I don't know why I'm being shown a cat and a Labrador. I don't know why I'm being shown a black Labrador. So I've been shown a cat. I don't know what the cat is. I can just know it's a cat because I can see its eyes, and a black Labrador as well for some reason. So if you can take any of that, but I just feel that she quite liked animals. They were uncomplicated. Yeah, she had cats and a dog. Right. Okay. Yeah, she found them very uncomplicated. And it's true what they say. If you're an animal lover, an animal is your best friend. They really are. So I feel that that's how she, you know, and I want to say with her as well, Joe, that she would have taken in any waifs and strays. Now, I've got the name Sarah, I've got the name Alice, and I've got the name, it's either Kristen or Christine. So those three names, I don't know if you can understand those. And I also want to give you the month of, no, I'm not going to give you the month, because because you told me when her anniversary was. So that's what they're giving me, but there's no point me giving that to you because you told me. So I'm not going to give that to you, okay? But I am going to go to the reason why she's come through, and the reason why she's come through to see you today, Joe, okay? Okay, so she has come through. She is surrounded by beautiful light. She is surrounded by light. Would you understand, Joe, that you feel your sister around you? You can feel her presence around you, because I feel she has been around you at the moment. And I feel that she has been around you because you've needed her. You've needed that strength from her. I feel that I don't know if you talk to your sister or not in spirit, but I just feel that you've been thinking about her. I mean, if it's her anniversary today, you would have been thinking about her anyway. But what I want to say is that she is around you at the moment. You know, she is around you. She also wants you to know, Joe, that, you know, she is so very proud of you, okay? And she also wants to thank you for your love and your support that you gave her when she needed it, and how you selflessly helped her, along with the rest of with the family. But she's saying that, you know, thank you for that, is what she wants to say, Joe. Okay, she wants you to know that she loves you just as much, if not more, than she did when she was here on the earth plane. And she's saying that she's always here for you. Okay, and she also wants to say to you, Joe, that you need to get a little bit more laughter into your life. I feel that she's saying she wants you to get up and get out a bit more, okay, and have some fun. I don't feel she's saying you don't have enough fun, okay, Joe. So she's saying that she wants you to have that, okay. And she's given me for you to give to you is a bunch of daisies. And then I've got that song in my head, Daisy, 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 give you me your answer do. So I don't know if she ever sang that, but that's what, and she's giving you the daisies. So I'm going to leave her love with you, okay, and say thank you very much for working with me, Joe, and I hope that helps. Okay, so I just want to say a big thank you to everybody. My hour is now up. I will be back. I will be back in a couple of weeks' time. So I look forward to seeing you then. All of you take care, and all of you have a fab weekend, and I will see you soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.